Have you ever had that unsettling feeling that something just isn't right with a friend? Maybe they've been acting differently, or there's a strange vibe whenever you're around. We all hope our friends are loyal, but what if one of them secretly dislikes you? The truth is, people don't always say how they feel, but their actions speak volumes. Today, we're going to talk about the subtle signs that reveal when a friend harbors hidden resentment or dislikes you. You need to watch until the end, because these signs may just open your eyes to something you've been ignoring. And before we dive deep, make sure to like this video and subscribe if you find this content helpful. Let's get started. 1. They dismiss your achievements. A true friend should always be one of your biggest supporters, celebrating your wins, no matter how big or small. Whether it's landing a new job, reaching a personal goal, or even just sharing good news, friends are supposed to lift each other up. But when someone secretly dislikes you, their envy and resentment will start to show. Instead of congratulating you with genuine excitement, they might make backhanded comments like, "That's good, but it's not that big of a deal." Or worse, they might ignore your success altogether. This dismissive attitude can also show up in subtle ways. They may roll their eyes, act uninterested, or even joke sarcastically about your accomplishments. Over time, if you notice that no matter what you achieve, your friend always seems to find a way to minimize or brush it off, it's a strong indication they could be harboring negative feelings or jealousy. Real friends share in your joy, while those who secretly dislike you often feel threatened or uncomfortable when you succeed. 2. They exclude you from plans. True friends go out of their way to make sure you're included, whether it's a casual get-together, a group trip, or just a quick coffee run. It's part of maintaining a strong bond. However, when someone secretly dislikes you, they begin to intentionally leave you out of plans. You'll notice you're no longer invited to group hangouts or social events that you used to be a part of. And it's not just an innocent oversight, it starts happening repeatedly. If you confront them about it, they'll often come up with weak excuses like, "Oh, I thought you were busy," or "It was a last-minute thing, no big deal," trying to make it seem like it wasn't intentional. But deep down, you can sense that something has changed. This exclusion is a subtle, yet powerful way for them to distance themselves from you. It's a sign they don't enjoy your company as much as they used to, or perhaps they're trying to phase you out of their social circle altogether. Real friends make an effort to include you, but when someone secretly dislikes you, they'll find ways to exclude you and make you feel left out. 3. They gossip behind your back. This one really hits hard. Friends are supposed to be the people who have your back, defending you when you're not around and standing up for you in all situations. But when someone secretly dislikes you, they often do the opposite. You might start hearing from others that this so-called friend has been saying negative things about you when you're not there to defend yourself. They might spread rumors, twist your words, or highlight your flaws in a way that makes you look bad. What makes it worse is that to your face, they'll likely act overly friendly, as if everything is fine between you two. This fake kindness is often a cover to keep you from suspecting what's really going on. Their two-faced behavior, bad-mouthing you behind your back, while pretending to be supportive when you're around, is a clear sign that they're harboring resentment or dislike. It's a betrayal of trust, and one of the most painful ways to discover that someone who was supposed to be in your corner is actually working against you. A real friend will defend you in private just as much as in public, but when they gossip, it's a red flag that their loyalty is gone. 4. They're always in competition with you. A little bit of healthy competition between friends can be motivating and fun, but when it feels like your friend is constantly trying to outdo you in everything, it's a sign that something deeper is going on. Instead of celebrating your successes, they see them as challenges. If you share a personal win, whether it's a promotion, a new project, or even just a small accomplishment, they'll immediately find a way to make it about them by sharing how they've done something better or bigger. It's no longer about supporting each other, it turns into a constant battle for superiority. If you're proud of something, they'll respond with, "Oh, that's cool, but guess what I did?" Or they might subtly undermine your achievements to make theirs seem more impressive. This need to one-up you stems from insecurity and possibly resentment. Deep down, they might feel threatened by your successes, and instead of lifting you up, they feel the need to prove that they're better, smarter, or more successful. Over time, this kind of constant competition can create a toxic environment where instead of being happy for each other's growth, everything turns into a contest. A true friend doesn't need to compete with you, they'll cheer you on and genuinely want to see you succeed. But if a friend always feels the need to outshine you, it's a clear sign they may be harboring hidden dislike or jealousy. 5. They don't support you when you need them. A true friend is someone who stands by you, especially during your hardest times. Whether you're going through a breakup, dealing with stress at work, or just having a rough day, they're there to listen, offer advice, or simply be present. But when someone secretly dislikes you, their support vanishes when you need it most. Instead of reaching out to help, they'll make excuses or disappear when you're struggling. You might notice they suddenly start ignoring your texts or calls, or they're always too busy to meet up when you ask for their help. And even when they do respond, it's often in a half-hearted way, offering no real comfort or genuine concern. This lack of support is a clear indication that they're not invested in your well-being anymore. They might even downplay your problems or act like you're overreacting, subtly implying that your issues aren't worth their time. In reality, their distance speaks volumes about how they truly feel. It's a passive way of saying they don't care, or they may even take some satisfaction in seeing you struggle. A real friend shows up when it matters most, but when someone dislikes you, they'll go out of their way to avoid being there for you, leaving you feeling abandoned in your toughest moments. Their lack of support is a red flag that something deeper is going on. 6. Their body language gives it away. Even if someone tries to hide their true feelings with words, their body language often betrays them. When a friend secretly dislikes you, their discomfort or negativity will show in subtle, non-verbal ways. The way they act around you starts to shift. You might notice them crossing their arms when they're talking to you, which can signal defensiveness or closed-off emotions. Avoiding eye contact is another big clue if they can't look you in the eye. It could be because they're uncomfortable or harboring negative feelings they don't want you to pick up on. There's also the matter of tone. Even if they're saying friendly things, your tone might sound flat, uninterested, or even slightly cold. The forced smiles are another giveaway while their mouth is smiling. Their eyes might lack warmth, showing that the smile isn't genuine. They might stand further away from you in conversations or subtly angle their body away, indicating they don't want to engage. These cues can be hard to spot at first, but once you start paying attention, it becomes clear that their body language isn't aligned with their words. Body language is tough to control because it's often an unconscious reaction. So even if they try to act like everything is fine on the surface, their true feelings will seep through in these small, telling gestures. If you're picking up on these signals consistently, it's likely that something's not right. A real friend's body language will reflect warmth, openness, and connection. But when someone dislikes you, their posture, expressions, and tone will reveal their true emotions, even if their words don't. 7. They use passive-aggressive comments. One of the clearest and most frustrating signs that someone secretly dislikes you is when they resort to passive-aggressive comments. Instead of being direct about their feelings or addressing any issues they have with you openly, they choose to hide their negativity behind sarcastic remarks and disguised insults. These comments can seem harmless at first, but over time they reveal a deeper resentment. For example, if you're talking about a recent achievement or how you've been spending your time, they might say something like, "Wow, I wish I had that much free time," implying that your success isn't earned or that your life is easier than theirs. Another common phrase might be, "It must be nice to have everything handed to you," which undermines your hard work by suggesting that you didn't really deserve your accomplishments. These kinds of remarks are often delivered with a smile or a laugh, but they sting because they carry an underlying message of jealousy or bitterness. They're jabs meant to make you feel guilty, uncomfortable, or less confident about yourself. What's tricky about passive-aggressive comments is that they're often subtle enough to be brushed off as jokes, making it hard to call the person out directly without feeling like you're overreacting. But when these comments happen frequently, they can chip away at your self-esteem and make you question the sincerity of the friendship. Real friends express their feelings honestly and respectfully, but someone who secretly dislikes you will choose passive aggressiveness to mask their true emotions while still delivering their hidden resentment. If you notice these types of comments creeping into your conversations regularly, it's a major red flag that your friend is harboring negative feelings toward you. If any of these signs hit home, it might be time to reevaluate that friendship. Not everyone in your life is meant to stay, and that's okay. Recognizing these behaviors can save you from further hurt and help you focus on those who genuinely care about you. Remember, real friends celebrate, support, and respect each other. Anything less is a waste of your energy. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to hit like, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and subscribe for more insights on relationships and life lessons. Thanks for watching until the end.